Greetings, beautiful humans, and welcome to week 2 of the Ways of Walking workshop. Our theme for this week is human dignity. Dignity and humanity, all the complexity, all the layers, all of the uncertainty and the unknowns that live inside of the unique experience of someone other than our own bodies, our own experiences, our own breathing, our own obstacles and overcoming, our own perseverance and becoming, all these different stories folded into this shared existence on this planet. To me, this theme is so intentionally at the beginning because I feel it as a anchor theme, just like walking as a relationship and the one that we'll be exploring next week. Meaning that it's so rooted into all the different themes, so rooted into this intersection of crisis and opportunity around walking as a way of being, a way of connecting, a way of learning, a way of widening and deepening our journey. So I come to you with, soon here, I'm just going to invite you to watch just a handful of small clips that are simple and reflect walks that I have helped host, or that I've guided, or that I've been a part of, or that I've organized. Some of them are groups, some of them are individuals, some of them are just me with my camera observing while walking. So just inviting you to flow and float and listen and moving from your mind to your heart to your body as you observe these clips. And you might rewind and watch again just to move some of our invitation from the first section to take a second gaze, to look again. So you might consider watching some of them a second time just to allow them to feel a little more, to absorb them a little more, to breathe them in a little more. Okay. I will meet you on the other side of these small videos. Peace. Crossing Havana and Dartmouth. These are amazing women from Iraq who have been living in Denver, greater metro area for 7 to 8 years. And they are part of an adult daycare center that's just over here. We've got a weekly walking program that we've been doing here with them with the Spring Institute for Intercultural Learning, and their site is over here. And for the first time, we started this walk, this was 6-7 months ago, every week.
Hey.
What's up, man?
What? Cool.
So I'm here with Ramadani Kabura. We're walking on Quebec,
in Denver. What did we do today, man?
We just came from a applied job, and I heard I'm gonna say job soon.
Woo! Excited. So what did you learn today?
I learned a lot of things about to be comfortable with people, talking to people, like feel your body, you share a smile, and eye contact. It's
Mhm. It's better that way, man. What else did you learn?
Like share about your backstory,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yep. Share your story, man.
Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino a Belén. Si me ven, voy camino a Belén.
Caminos del Valle, Camino Lavados Bridge, Rio Grande Walk. There's San Luis Valley.
Alright, so we are continuing our route on Peoria, and we're getting closer to the station. But we're, as you can see, we're just coming off the highway. We got a lot of dirt gravel, and this has been this way for years. So this is, and so someone on wheelchair, older adults, kids and families, you know, and imagine again, always at night with foggy weather conditions. I mean, this is scary. This is just outright violent for anyone trying to get to the station. So I'm going out into the street here. We got cars that are going to be turning right.
That is a
So
really
this is the-
nice slope over there with those signs on. I don't know what that was.
So you can kind of see the slope. He's actually having to come down onto the street itself. Making it happen.
Stop and watch where you're going and shit. Like, make sure you know you got one. That's what all the things. Yeah, go move and shit. It was like instinct.
September 29, 1941, in Kiev, Ukraine, USSR, German Nazi units rounded up the Jews and murdered them in the ravine called Babi Yar. In 2 days, 33,771 men, women, and children were annihilated. The Babi Yar carnage continued throughout the next 2 years of German occupation, the final death count exceeding 200,000 Jews, Ukrainians, and other ethnic groups. The message of Babi Yar Park is a message not alone of Jewish rights, but of human rights. The tragedy that befell Jews, Ukrainians, and others at Babi Yar teaches us a universal principle. When one group of people is harmed, as others remain silent and indifferent, all humankind suffers. This Babi Yar is a reminder of that other Babi Yar. That was a place of cruelty and death. This is a place for quiet contemplation, to celebrate life, aspiring to the best that is within the human spirit, a place to pray for an end to all inhuman acts in our time.
So, Aini, for an audience that that's just meeting you and just maybe they're just learning more about some of the things you've talked about, learning about refugee reality for different young people or for families, or maybe just really better understanding like Muslim life in this country, anything. What are a couple things you want to leave with people who are watching?
I think I don't know, I feel like a lot of audiences don't always get to meet with refugees or Muslims or in general, like in person.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's so much misconception that people has, but I think for me I think a lot of the times I want people to know that, like, yes, we might have different stories, and I mean, I'm sure everyone has their own stories, but I think like we are connected and we're similar, and we have so much more common than we really think about. And I think like just like as simple as like some maybe TV shows or books that you read, and or like movies that you watch, like there's some we're all humans at the end of the day. Like, it's not like we're any different. And I think there's just so much misconception, and I hope that people get to learn from refugee in person, or just maybe through social media, rather than when I'm saying social media, I mean like chat with them, like message them, exchange information, like what you like, just like simple stuff, not what you see through media, which is just a crazy, not so common. And I think I just wanted to share a quick thing about what I wrote about my project in actually college now. I just finished my first year of college. So yeah, I wrote a research actually talking about how what we don't really talk about is that when you think about terrorism, like you always see that like from Middle East or Muslims or other things, that we also have there's all kind of terrorism in the world. And so I think it's just people have misconception. And one thing that I wrote about was school shootings. That is that's also a form of terrorism. So much kids who left their families going to school didn't came back home or were taken to the hospital severe injured. And I think that's that's another one too. So I think people have to just understand that like there's not one single community who are just bad. Like every community, we have goods and bads, and we don't always have to focus on the bads. We have so much goods and so much other things going on that we should be more focused on, which is our commons, is not our differences, because that's what we always focus on, because we have so much similarities and so much in common that we think of. And the only way to really find out is if you communicate or chat or reach out to people. And I think we're so friendly, and I think don't be afraid to reach out. If you see someone somewhere, don't be afraid to say hi, you know, ask them their names,
Yes.
and just to talk to them, and I'm sure they will be open to talk to you as well. So don't be afraid to reach out to others and have just a conversation, because that's really how it starts. It just starts with simple hi, how are you doing?
That's
and
right.
it goes on to a great friendship, and or just in general.
All of that. Greetings, everyone. Good to be with you again. This is my fuzzy friend. I now have a hat on. I hope the videos and invitations were meaningful for you. I hope they stirred in you in ways that tug, that vibrate, that inspire, that give you ideas, give you maybe a vision for moving into human dignity by foot in a creative and unique way. This theme is everything to me related to this workshop. Our maturity and our creativity and our diversity in moving into more grounded, unshakable, unquestionable human dignity is so loud. Our need for this is so loud. And I know each of you feel that in your own unique way. And I can't even begin to speak to how loud this is as an access point, one of many access points to growing our connection to this theme. I have walked with thousands of people spanning race, class, religious belief, political affiliation, LGBTQIA+, indigenous, rural, suburban, urban. You know, after spending 242 days walking the country, founding and starting an amazing organization called Walk to Connect, focused on human connection and walking, leading hundreds of walks, and writing and giving so much of my time to moving this way. This is the unpacking of and the delayering of what the essence of dignity in humanity is so rich. And again, as it comes from the body up. It comes in from the side where the hearts speak, where the feet speak, where movement speaks, where our true ceiling and nature speaks around us as we move. And so I hope you are able to spend some good time with the invitations, the assignments, the first just kind of the shaping of finding another person to move alongside, especially someone you might disagree with or you don't understand or who is different than you, and to just begin moving with them, shoulder to shoulder. Notice what it feels like to go into just movement with someone in an intentional way. And maybe the second or third walk, you go into questions that kind of go deeper, that go into these kinds of differences, but with grace and with listening and with openness. So let that invitation really meet you where you are. There's no pressure, just courageous invitation. And the second invitation, the need for us to shake things up and to wake one another up. I love this frame of showing up, waking up, and growing up, where we have to come up with creative ways to bust through status quo and just apathetic movement where we're just suppressing and burying what is going on in each of us around a desire to love and be loved. That how we break through that and disrupt it and shake it up, and in the name of human dignity, not in the name of black and white thinking, not in the name of you did that so I'm going to do this, but in the holy and sacred name of human dignity, where we take risk and we use our unhurried, nonviolent movement as a beacon and an invitation to open eyes, to shake up systems, and to move people into a deeper and more loving time. So join the Facebook group. We've had great photos and storytelling on that. If you're on Facebook, join the online gatherings if you want to or can. We had great conversation this last Sunday after Walking as Relationship. Just engage as much as you want and just absorb as you need to and move as you need to. So much grace, so much space, as you are, as you are, as you are. So let's just finish and close with another deep breath, just grounding us right here. All the way in and all the way out. All the way in and all the way out. So peace to your journey, to your courage, to your just this unfolding invitation of moving more the way we're made to. Grateful for each of you. Thanks for being alongside. Peace.